That's fascinating. So you can actually tell, as far as the idea of wealth, almost career paths that people might be more suited to. Is that part of it too?
Yes, definitely. If you, we have had a lot of people that come through our courses that have worked in human resources.
Okay.
And you can tell more about a person by their face than a 10-page resume.
Ah.
And it's what their true potential are. If we look at someone that's got a very square face, and a square is a square, they're not, they don't want to be rocket scientists.
Okay.
They're doers rather than thinkers.
Yes.
So they get the job done. They like practical, down-to-earth things. So if you look at someone like that, you definitely probably want to put them in a position of maybe a filing clerk or more elemental jobs, a farmer, just something practical. They like to get their hands on it.
Lots of action for them.
Yes, not thinking so much.
So in thinking jobs would be, so I have a friend who's an analyst. What would you expect to see in her face? So it's not that she's a thinker.
Well, it would probably be very, very high forehead.
Okay.
And, I mean, you'd almost have to see the face because it's not just the one thing.
Yes.
I mean, bone structure is the blueprint.
Yes.
But then your life experiences actually fill out that blueprint.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, we do know that people's faces evolve. We don't look like children all of our lives. How does that come into play?
Well, your bone structure develops through your life.
Yes.
And in the growing up years.
Yes.
Until you hit about 20, then the bone structure won't change anymore. The nose will keep growing and developing from a child's nose.
Yes.
Your nose, of course, is your personality, your identity.
Okay.
And it's right in the solar plex area, so it's actually how we take in life. We call it the solar plexus of the face because we do read the energy centers of the face.
Oh, I see.
With which, just to go through it, is the bottom jaw part is the base chakra.
Okay.
And then the lips are the sacral area, how we taste life, how we allow our creativity to flow.
Mm-hmm.
Or we tight-lipped and holding back what's inside of us, biting back our words. The nose, it knows it all, and it's a little nosy. And that's the solar plex area of the body, so it all corresponds and relates.
Yes.
And then the eyes are the heart. It's the windows to the soul.
Yes.
And how we see the world. And then the eyebrows are your throat chakra because it's how we differentiate between what we're thinking and what we're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And in the forehead, we go into the higher mental areas, the third eye and the crown.
Okay. That's quite in depth. So you're not just taking in one feature, you're looking at the whole package. Right.
Often what we say in face reading is that the bone structure and the prominent feature are actually that's the first thing that we look for.
Okay.
And that's the headlines to a newspaper.
Okay.
Where all the finer details, all the other features that we're looking at, that starts to become the story.
Okay.
So there's many, many parts to it.
Yes.
But it's very, very simple and down to earth.
Well, it does seem very practical because you're linking it back to actual features that people actually have. So it's not like you're making it up or it's very grounded in a commonality. So people with a rectangular jaw or a pointed jaw, or do you look at the cheeks that way too? So if they have a high cheek structure or a lower structure, how does that factor in?
Cheekbones is more your ambition.
Okay.
So even with your cheeks, when I'm looking at it, and they're very plump and come out sort of forward.
They sure do.
I mean, it's not the most prominent thing, but when you do, your ambition will be done with a lot of softness. Because there's fleshiness over top. If someone had a very bony cheekbone and sticking out to the sides, that they will be very ambitious, but they will do with less nurturing and less softness.
That's interesting because now I'm thinking back to this idea of wealth and career, and you mentioned HR. So people who deal with people well, we all have to deal with people, so really reading faces would be good not just for people who are in hiring positions, but how it could relate to how you, like friendships or career, like your career coworkers, I'm trying to say. That's the word I was looking for.
Or potential relationships.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is write the characteristics, draw out the face, and you know exactly who to look for.
Hi there, my name is Nina Wallinder, and I wanted to talk to you about Layers of Health. Layers of Health is a free online community dedicated to investigating holistic and alternative health options. These options can include physical health, mental and emotional health, business health, as well as your spiritual health. So you can join me as I discuss your health concerns with various experts, mentors, and leaders in their fields. And these interviews are offered for free live, as well as during special encore presentations. But if you find one that is particularly interesting to you, you can also purchase it. So you can join me at www.layersofhealth.com, and I'll see you on the calls.